Hey my friend, this is Nestor Nidome and welcome to the Elite Marketing Academy right here, our blog. And on today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how much traffic do you really need in order to start to generate at least 10 to 15 leads a day, right? Of course, if you got to understand that the more traffic you bring in, the more leads you're going to bring in, all right? But we're going to start with 10 to 15 leads every single day. That's something that where a lot of people want to get to, right? You might be here because you're getting zero leads right now. You're not getting anything, or maybe you're getting sporadically, you're getting some leads, but you want to get to the point where you're getting 10 to 15 leads a day, right? And the first point is that in order for you to generate any type of lead, you must generate traffic. And what is traffic, right? If you don't know what traffic is, very quickly, traffic is basically online. We're going to be talking about online. It's when you have somebody who clicks on the link that you're sharing, all right? If you don't know about the link that you're sharing, we do have some great free training right underneath this video. If you want, you can read the little description. It says click here, and it'll send you over to our our academy, where we have some free training for you if you want to become a member, a free cadet in there. But when you're sharing a link, right? If somebody clicks on it, you just created traffic. You just created one click, right? One person went over to your funnel or went to their sales video or something like that, right? Where you hopefully send them to a landing page where they can enter their email, right? Because it's very important to be building an email list when it comes to online marketing, right? That's your contacts. That's the people you're gonna be following up, because every time somebody clicks on that link, they said, hey, you know what? I'm interested in what you got. I would like to see more, right? And then that's how maybe they see your sales video and then they buy. But in order for you to create, more leads, one person clicking, let's say one person, you might be lucky and the first person who clicked put in their email. But the reality is that not everybody's gonna put in their email. We don't know. Don't worry about that stuff. Don't crack your head about getting mad, like why didn't they do that? What you should be doing later on in more advanced training, we teach about testing things out, right? You might test things out, different wording, different copy, different colors, different buttons, right? But for right now, let's keep it simple. So for instance, right, if you're in a network marketing, an MLM, you're a real estate agent, just imagine this. When you're out there and you're trying to build a clientele, how many people do you actually have to talk to in order to generate a customer? See, when a lot of people come into the entrepreneurial sales business or something, they believe that the product is the best product in the world, which most likely it is, but everybody's gonna want it, right? So when you're out there, first of all, when you're out there and you're in the real world, right, and you're talking to people, you really can't tell anything about them, and you gotta reach out to them and like, hey, you know what? You kind of listening to the conversation. There's little tricks of the trade, right? But the point is that you have to talk to as many people as you can in the day in order for you to invite them to a party, or in order for you to give them the business card so they can buy a house, right? To find out if they're interested in selling or buying a house, right? So you gotta talk to a lot of people. And the thing is that, this is why, at least for me personally, I don't like to do that, because I understand the law of numbers. Those people who are bringing in a lot of people who are making a lot of sales in their business and they're going out there, guess what? It's full time. They're going out there, at least 4 or 5 hours, maybe 8 hours a day, hitting the payments, talking to people, right? It's hard work. It's a full-time job, but you got to do it. And if you have a job already, guess what? When you get out of your job, you gotta hit the payment right away and start talking to people, because it's a numbers game. See, the top producer people, the top producers understand this, so they're always out there. They're always going this. They're always going to home parties. They're busy, right? And they say you gotta be busy, right? The great thing is online, you don't have to. There's a lot of stuff. This is why a lot of people are starting to turn into online marketing, right? Because it is easier. So for instance, in order for you to, for instance, for me, all right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of my experience when I started to generate 10 to 15 leads a day. It's based on a percentage, right? Based on a percentage. My landing pages, lead capture pages, whatever you want to call them, generally convert. Right? That means that conversions mean when somebody clicks on the link, looks at your landing page, and actually enters their email. Okay, so that's a conversion. That all of a sudden you got one conversion, right? Well, my landing pages convert about 30%, sometimes 40%. Okay, depending, again, you're gonna want to test. That's more advanced training. You're gonna want to test things out. But when you can get it, imagine now if you're converting, let's say, let's keep it simple at 30%. So that means that for every 100 people who click on that link, 30 people are gonna enter their email. All right, 30 people are gonna enter their email. So what we need to do now, deal with, is basically how fast can you get to share that link with as many people as you can, right? So this is why a lot of people also have struggle when they come online, because they want to do things like they were doing them outside. They want to contact person to person. Why? Because a lot of people are always saying how, like, you got to build relationships, right? Again, more advanced training. We have some free training about this. You know, when you click the link, if you're gonna become a member of the Elite Marketing Academy, if you want to become a cadet, you're more than welcome. It's free of charge right now, and just become a member, and we'll give you some free training on all this stuff, right? It's actually a 5-day course that we're giving away, and it gives you, each day it gives you a one particular thing that you need in order to build this. Build your online funnel, be able to start to generate traffic, and be able to convert into sales, right? But here's the thing: it's kind of like a lot of people, they see that, and they want to be person to person, talking to people, building a relationship. But what you want to be doing is building rapport online. And through different strategies that we teach inside the academy, you'll start to realize, you start to understand how to build that rapport, or that relationship, if you want to call it that, but it's not really a relationship, through videos and blogging and certain things like that, right? We teach more about that. But the whole point is that just keep in mind, a very, very, very good landing page, which you're going to have to practice and know more about this stuff, will convert maybe at 50-60%, right? I mean, it's like very, very well, but you're going to have to be testing things out to raise it up. Most of the time, if you're just coming out, most landing pages will start to convert maybe at 15%, maybe at 20% or something like that. And then as you start to test things out, take things away, put stuff in there, change the picture around, more advanced training, right? It'll start to go up. That landing page will start to go up into a 30, into a 40, into a 50%, right? But that's what it is. It's kind of like, so now your job is that if you know that you're converting at 30%, how many clicks can you get on a daily basis? So when you're just getting started, you must concentrate and focus on the clicks. See, a lot of people focus on the leads, and this is why they never start to generate more leads, because they're like, I'm not getting any leads, I'm not getting any leads. And they're never focusing on the actual truth, which is the clicks. You must focus on the clicks first. Get those clicks up there. Once your clicks are naturally coming in, then you can go ahead and focus on the leads, and then focus on the last thing you're gonna focus is on the conversions. Because how are you gonna convert into sales, right? How are you gonna get sales if you're not getting any leads today? And how are you gonna get any leads if you're not generating any traffic by generating clicks? Right? So let's start here first at the clicks. Okay. So right now you can kind of understand that if you want about 30, look, if you want about 30, you'll get, let's say your landing page is converting at 30%, right? So that means if you want 10 to 15, right? Let's say 15, that's half of that. So you can get about 50 clicks per day. So if you're getting 50 clicks per day and you're converting at about 30%, you should be getting 10 to 15 leads a day. So, but you got to get at least 15 people to click on your link. All right. And there's different ways, right? You can do it on Instagram. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it on Facebook, on Pinterest. You can do it on all types of social media. But here's one of the tricks that I'm going to tell you. This is one of the little secrets, is you must build up your following. All right. If you only have 100 followers, I mean, even if you only have like 500 followers, on each of these platforms, that's not enough. Every single day you're gonna have to go out there and get more followers, get more people to befriend you, figure things out, find out how to do that stuff, right? We have more advanced training inside our academy if you want to do that, but you're more than welcome to go out there and figure it out, right? But I'm just giving you how it is, right? So you must have thousands of followers on Instagram, thousands of followers on Twitter, thousands of followers on Facebook, thousands of followers in all the social media, whichever you want to focus. I suggest you focus on one and then learn as much as you can on how to build your following through that one and how it functions, because each one each social media functions differently when it comes to generating leads. Okay, it has its own little science, its own little art of how to generate leads in each one. Instagram is totally different on how you generate leads on Facebook, and totally different if you want to do it. Here's a trick. There's two ways. Okay, there's a free way, right, where you don't pay for anything, you pay in time. So that's gonna take more time out there building those, those followers, building those friendships, right? The befriending from Facebook or something. So you're gonna have to do it for free. You're gonna have to figure it out. You gotta go out there and basically ask people to request for friendships or something, right? But there's different. Each one has its own one, right? But there's another way that's way faster, but it costs money. If you don't have a lot of time, but you have money, then you can do paid advertising like Facebook PPC. You can do PPC now on Instagram. You can do PPC on Twitter. You can put ads on Google, right? You can do these things, and what happens is that when, for instance, if you put an ad on Facebook, Facebook will show it for you. If you pay them money, they will show your ad to hundreds, maybe thousands of people a day. So now that's another thing. You need 50 clicks per day, right? About an average, about 50 clicks per day. But now, how many people need to see that in order for you to do that? So that's the same thing. So now 50%, most likely, if you get a conversion, right, then there's gonna be a conversion about how many people are seeing your ad and how many people are clicking, right? Most likely it's always the same thing. So always about 30%, 40%, 20%, right? It's always about that range from 20 to maybe 40, 20 to 50%. You always want to go to the lowest, right? Because you don't want to, I like to go to the lowest. I don't like to overestimate that, because then if I'm like, say, okay, I want a 20% and I do a good job and I'm getting a 30 or 40, man. But if you start with a 50, most likely, it's not going to be 50. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I mean, you got to take some time to get it up to the 50, but you might just right off the bat. But let's say if you say I want 50 and it's converting at 20, which is good, you're gonna be disappointed. So start the low. If you do it, great. If you start at like 25% or 30, great, that's awesome. If you stay at 20 or even a little lower, then you're around the range. You're not gonna get disappointed, and you're gonna want to work and bring it up. But my whole point is that it's about the same thing. So about 50 people who are clicking. You need, what's 20% in reverse, right? I'm trying to make my math. I'm not really good at math, but I will say in a day, let's say 50. If it's 100 and it's 50, then I will say you need at least like 300, 400 people to look at your ad. You can correct me if you want to. Put a comment on the bottom of the section and say, hey, no, that's not right. It doesn't matter. I'm just kind of an example. You will need about like 300 to 400 people to see your ad, in order for 50 people to click on it, in order to do, maybe not that much, right? Maybe like 200 or something. But just keep in mind, imagine that. This is why outside is so hard. If you want 20 leads a day and you're doing it the old traditional way, there's no way you can do 20 leads a day. Because just imagine that's 20 people, or let's say 15 leads outside, right? 15 people who give you the number who you can follow up. Imagine how many people do you have to talk to physically out there? So you can get 15 cards every single day. You get 15 numbers, 15 people, right, that you can contact, right? That's 15 people. There's no way, you're not going to talk to the first 15 people and they're going to give you that information. No, you're going to have to talk almost the same amount of numbers. Maybe if you're really good at talking, you might not have to do as much, right? But at least if you want 15, at least you're going to have to hit up, 30, 40, 50 people, right? And so when you're doing it offline, you're expecting to get maybe 1 to 5 people a day. If you're hitting up like maybe 20, 30 people, right? And if you're really good at talking. The great thing with here and online, you don't have to learn how to talk, right? You can do videos or you can do pictures or whatever it is, right? But those are the numbers. If you are a little bit confused, rewind the video, check it out again. Drop me a question, all right? I'll answer it as quick as I can. If you put a question underneath this video, right, in the comment section, go ahead and drop me a question. If you kind of don't understand something, drop me a question. If you want free training, if you want more of this, if you want more personal one-on-one training, click on the link. There's a little description that says, click here, and what's going to happen is that it'll open up a page right there, give you more information, more instructions on how to gain access to this free training that we're doing, right? And there's more training that's going to be coming up in the future. If you're already a cadet and you're watching this video, then please go into the training already and finish it up. And if you do have questions, you're getting stuck somewhere, let us know. Let us know inside the academy. Get in contact with me or Terrence, right? I'm the founder of Academy, the Elite Academy, Elite Marketing Academy. Terrence is a co-founder. So let us know. We're here to serve you. We're here to be here to put you first. Okay, we want you to succeed. That's our number one goal. But with that, my friends, I hope that you got a lot of information. I hope that you got a ton of knowledge from here. Feel free to share this video. Okay, share it with wherever you want to share it. Share it with your friends. And also like this video and comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and become an elite marketing cadet. Right? If you're watching this video somewhere else, it's www.elite /marketing/ academy.com. So it's Elite Marketing Academy with slashes, right? Not the underscore, but Elite /marketing/ academy.com. With that, my friends, thank you so much for being here. This is, your servant right here, Nestor Nidome. I want to serve you, and I want to be able to help you as much as I can with your marketing. With that, my friend, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now, or I'll see you inside the academy. Bye for now.